Hi Aspen 2, it's Mrs Barker again. So you've waited a week, now it's time for those answers to that quiz as a bit of an end of term treat. So I'll go through each of the rounds, have your answers ready to give yourself a tick or a cross. Doesn't matter how well you get on, just a bit of fun. So let's go through those answers now. So the county that Dover is in is Kent. Question 2, the type of animal in the White Cliffs of Dover are bluebirds. Question 3, the natural thing that Aspen is a type of tree. Question 4, that graffiti artist that did the mural about the EU was Banksy. Question 5, Dover is a town. Question 6, the closest cathedral is in Canterbury. Question 7, that 007 spy, James Bond. The Dover building that was used in World War II was Dover Castle. So that was the Dover round. How many did you get out of 8? Let's move on to general knowledge. So the Titanic was launched in Belfast. The person that picked a peck of pickled peppers was Peter Piper. How many milligrams in a gram is 1,000? Mosquitoes lay their eggs in water, which is why you might see them next to rivers and things like that. The board game where you draw the meaning of the word, or the game, is Pictionary. The largest cat in the world is a tiger. The bird that's the symbol of peace is the dove. The word ketchup comes from the language Chinese. So that was general knowledge. How many did you get out of 8? Next round, TV and film, my favourite. So, what is the name of Shrek's best friend that was Donkey? Harry Potter goes to Hogwarts. Question 3, Doctor Who's time machine is called the TARDIS. Question 4, Olaf, you would find him in Frozen. Question 5, Sonic is of course a hedgehog. The Disney film where you listen to The Circle of Life is The Lion King. The film where you get an island taken over by dinosaurs is Jurassic Park. And everybody in EastEnders goes to the pub, the Queen Vic. How many did you get out of 8 for that round? Right, books. Peter Pan's pirate enemy is Captain Hook. The Grinch stole Christmas in the Dr. Seuss story. The Jungle Book, Baloo is a bear, as in the bare necessities. The book is called The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. Of course, Goldilocks had the encounter with the 3 bears. Mr. Men character, the one that's not a Mr. Men character out of Mr. Nosy, Mr. Snow or Mr. Smart, it's Mr. Smart because he's actually called Mr. Clever. Bit of a sneaky question there. Who wrote Matilda, the Witches and the BFG was Roald Dahl. And Horrible Histories is the name of that book series that started with the Terrible Tudors and the Awful Egyptians. So how did you get on with that round? How many out of 8? Right, next round, art and music. The artist that painted the Mona Lisa was Leonardo da Vinci. The Louvre Museum is in France. There are 4 strings on a violin. The person that sings Single Ladies is of course Beyonce. I won't do the dance for you now. When you talk about how high or low a note is in music, it's called pitch. Red, blue and yellow are of course the primary colours. You would describe them as primary. The ukulele is a mini version of a guitar. The technique with lots of small dots is called pointillism. So that was the art and music round. How many did you get out of 8? Let's move on to my least favourite, the one that I wouldn't know the answers to. Sport. Luckily I've got the answers written down for me. So the colours of the 5 Olympic rings are blue, black, green, red and yellow. A snooker table has 6 pockets. Muhammad Ali was the boxing world champion. Crawl, backstroke and butterfly are found in swimming, different types of strokes. The term in 10-pin bowling when you just knock down all the pins, which never happens to me, in your first bowl is a strike. The name of the Australian throwing stick that returns back to you is a boomerang. Ping pong is also known as table tennis. And the sport where you do a slam dunk is basketball. I'll do the picture round next. So hopefully you will have seen the picture round just flash up there, just as a reminder of what that was. So the answers to the picture round, they're all logos. The first one is of course McDonald's. The next is a car company, Audi. Then Twitter. Then DreamWorks. Then Amazon, then Starbucks, then Walls, and finally Cadbury. So how many did you get out of 8 on the picture round? If you would like to, you could either email us your scores if you haven't already sent us in your answers, or you could just comment below the video. So let us know how you get on with your quiz, and hopefully you enjoyed it with the whole family. Maybe we can do another one another time. Thanks very much, keep safe and well, and we look forward to seeing you all in September.